If this is what fame and money does, then personally, I don't want it. How on earth do you drive a Porsche and your child doesn't go to school because you're not paying school fees? How on earth do you call yourself a prominent businessman while you are not paying school fees or even maintenance for your child? I've watched this lady's story on a podcast on YouTube, and it's very heartbreaking. It's very difficult for me to even come on here and do this live, but I felt that someone had to say something. And I believe that man should take accountability. And if there is cancel culture in South Africa, something needs to be done here. Now, there's always two sides to a story. I've heard this lady's side. And from the information that is available on the internet, I have chosen to believe her until we get a different side. Now, for those of you who do not know the context of the story I'm referring to, this lady here was married to this gentleman. We all know the gentleman. He's a prominent social media figure and owner of a very successful sneaker brand called Drip. From what we all know, he started Drip, and Drip started in a shack. I actually follow him on social media. I saw a shack which he posted a few days ago, I think it was a week ago, that apparently had been broken into, and he had left books in the shack, and apparently that's where the company started. But from the lady's story, now he was married to this lady, and this lady says she's not a social media person. She's never liked social media. She's a very well-educated lady. Apparently they started dating. Guy was not working. They got married. Guy was not working. Also, this is a lesson for you ladies. Never marry a man who is not self-sustainable. Yes, he may have dreams. Date him, entertain him, but don't tie yourself to anyone who is not self-sustainable. And apparently, at some point, they got married. The guy was unemployed. The guy had to move in to the lady's mother. The lady started some businesses because she was the only breadwinner in the house. This guy apparently had a mother he was not taking care of. He had abandoned, living in a shack somewhere, that this lady he married went and fetched and gave her a place to stay in one of her properties. But apparently today, the guy is going on social media. Apparently he told the lady that he is a very prominent figure and he controls social media. Why? He's got a big following. He's friends with celebrities now. He said that he is going to destroy her. From what the lady says, she's responsible for funding Drip. It was her money that started the company while the guy was staying at her mother's place. And she also went and got her, the guy's mother. So she went and fetched the guy's mother from wherever she was living in the informal settlement. She gave her a place to stay in one of her properties, and she moved her sister also in with the mother. So she was taking care of them while the guy was not. They got married, they had children, they had a child. Now, this guy is said to be a multi-millionaire, prominent social figure, but he's not paying maintenance. And apparently the lady said they ran into some marital issues. Apparently, when the business wasn't doing well or the business was trending and they got negative reviews. The guy would come home in a bad mood. The mood started affecting the relationship. So because the guy had a social media following, he became the face of the brand. The wife wanted nothing to do with social media fame. So she literally explained how she's responsible for funding the business. Like all costs related to the business come from her. The deliveries. She even mentioned that the first company car they bought was bought by her in her own personal name because the guy did not have credit in his name to go buy a vehicle, even to this date. And apparently, when they started having issues in their relationship, the guy would come home late, around 11, midnight sometimes. And whenever he comes home at that time of the evening, he wants to have intercourse with the lady. And the lady apparently even she miscarried because of the abuse she suffered. She said some of the things she can't talk about on social media. And because the guy had a social media following, he made it seem like he's the one who started the company. He funded the company. And apparently he used to tell his wife that he's a very prominent social figure. He's friends with celebrities. He controls social media. He can make anything he wants trend to trend. Apparently this lady has been trying to divorce the guy since 2020, but the guy is still not signing the divorce papers. Apparently the lady got court orders forcing the guy to pay maintenance, spousal maintenance, which he's never paid. The guy would not pay rent where his own son was staying. The guy would not pay school fees. Imagine that, school fees for his own son. From a business which was funded by the mother, which now he goes on social media calling her a gold digger because he controls social media and she's not into this social media thing until she realized that she's got no choice but to go on a podcast and explain her side of the story. She's been called a gold digger. She's been called mentally unstable by the guy. No, gentlemen, we need to do better. This infuriates me. It hurts me so much that how can a guy with such a very strong, good woman, loyal woman, working hard, a woman who literally made this guy. No, this is not it. I'm saddened by this. If there was a cancel culture, I would cancel this guy. Like literally. The abuse the lady spoke about in that video. Go look it up. It is sad what the lady is going through. And the guy is stringing her along. His child is apparently not in school because he is not paying school fees. What on earth are you working for as a man if you're not paying school fees for your own child? Why do you even work? Some men are a disgrace. And this will catch up with him. He will lose everything he has because of this. Karma will catch up with him. Anyway, my name is Bongani. I'm a published relationship author and life coach. See you on the next video.